Hi, I'm Michelle Brain and I am the Midwife Hypnotist. You know, I have so many amazing birth stories. I have so many amazing hypnobirthing stories. And one I just thought we'd share. And it was a lovely young lady. She was about 30 and it was her first baby. Her and her husband were very set in their ways. They were both working people, and the idea of birthing was just, well, okay, we just got to have we'll have birth and, we'll see how we go. And it was really interesting. She contacted me and asked me if I could teach her some hypnobirthing. So we did a few sessions and then we met up and did a few more sessions, and it was amazing. It was very simple. It was easy. She followed the videos and the clips, and then of course we backed it up with one-on-one. Now, when that woman came into birth, it was so beautiful. At first, she did go into the hospital quite early, but I actually backed her up about that because things just seemed a little bit different and wasn't quite sure of what was going on. So she did go in early, but she was very aware and informed. And when the doctors stuck their head in, she lifted her eyebrows at me, and I went, knowing that the doctors wanted to interfere. They wanted to cause some intervention, and there was no reason for it. Everything was going beautifully. So they had decided that she'd been pushing too long, or during that stage, the down breathing, and she wasn't actually pushing, she was breathing her baby out, but they decided that it was taking too long. So he came into the room and, oh, how are you going? Look, we've decided that you need some help. It was hilarious. She ordered them out of the room, told them to please leave the room. She would be fine. So these are the wonderful stories that you hear with hypnobirthing. She went in to have her baby about 15 minutes later. She had a beautiful birth, absolutely perfect birth, and she had no intervention. Often, and I know I personally did this, I put a sign on the door: no doctors unless they're invited in, or no doctors, please see the midwife. Whatever that you feel, because at the end of the day, if you do need some intervention, then you can ask the doctors to come in and assess the situation. But until then, you don't need them. You can birth your own babies. So just another positive hypnobirthing story. I hope you've enjoyed it. I am Michelle Brain. Check out my website, michellebrain.com, and have a look at my new course, Birthing in Trance. You can have the baby and the birth that you want. birthingintrance.com. Check out my website.